at Tucson, reminiscing about truth. I wish you had seen shine. We crazy, better keep me going.
The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. This is the backdrop for our broadcast setting tonight. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit. The start is for San Antonio. Irving out there with Duncan. Then there's Duncan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Collins in at the two-guard spot. And for Portland, Durant is out there with Antetokounmpo. And there's Bryant. And it's LeBron James. And it's Iverson in at the point guard position. And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. Iverson against Irving. Duncan up on top. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Here's Irving, down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the inbound, no good.
And that's something that seems to get overlooked with Giannis. How gifted a passer he is for a player of his size.
Well, the other thing, GA, that's awesome is that as he's going along here, you can see moments where the game is literally slowing down for him. So you take a guy who's won most valuable player awards, and now the game's getting slower. Man, that's some dangerous stuff. And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Here's KD, and he finishes nicely on the way.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now, here is Irving. Inside. Here's Duncan, and Duncan throws it down hard.
And Timmy's still able to get up and over the rim, throwing that one in.
Ryan against Collins. Pulls from the top of the key. Shot's good by Kobe.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Duncan outside. Collins kicks to Irving. To the inside. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
So good at knowing when to shoot and when to pass off the screen. Kyrie Irving dictating the defense that time.
Now here's Iverson. A little shot fake there, got the D out of position.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
Irving looking for an opening. And the dunk by Duncan.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Now here's LeBron. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Kobe's got 5.
Well, there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Iverson against Irving. Down low and stolen by Iverson. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. The wide open look for Durant. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Outside Irving. To the paint. Duncan, the pass to Duncan. And the shot goes down.
Yeah, Duncan's still making a living by absorbing that kind of contact and able to still score.
LeBron against Irving. LeBron passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Bryant. Duncan with the block.
That's an awesome defensive display by Duncan there, coming up with the block and aggressively sending that one back.
To the middle. It's deflected. He's off on that one. Nice defense from KD. James looking around. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Over Duncan. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Collins. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Here's Iverson. "17 seconds left in the first. It's Durant on the wing. Duncan with the block. San Antonio calls timeout. It could go, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far from the Trailblazers, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to try to feed that, get out quick.
Allen Iverson out there with Kobe. And it's LeBron James. And it's Durant. And it's Giannis in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland. San Antonio calls timeout.
And as things present themselves throughout a game.
Williamson finds Mitchell. Irvin with it. And the rejection by LeBron.
LeBron using his big mitts there. It comes in handy on defense. Getting up there to spike that one away.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
The defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Irvin against Antetokounmpo. For 3, Mitchell. Portland grabs the miss.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan, 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
Clock at 6. Back to Bryant. Over Mitchell. And it's Bryant missing. San Antonio trails by 7. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Williamson, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And, Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out.
So timeout called. Irvin with the steal. Mitchell outside. Irvin outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
And maybe a signal as well of how aggressive their defense has been tonight is to look at how many points they have directly off of a turnover. Good activity there.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
Irving with it, outguarded by Giannis. Here's Embiid. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And so James will bring it up for Portland. Pass to Bryant. To the inside. And to Tecumbo. Second chance shot. And that one, good. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and the ball falls right into it.
The offensive rebound. San Antonio trails by 4. There's the feed to Williamson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Zion's part of a very exclusive club, a player who comes into the league as a clear #1 pick. A lot of responsibilities on his shoulder to turn the franchise around to a consistent championship caliber competitor.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Pass to Giannis. Takes the 13-footer. That shot off. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Mitchell left side. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Williamson gets it to go.
Well, the key to defending Zion in the paint is don't let him get the ball. After he touches it, damage is going to get done.
Here's Bryant. Drops in the layup for 2. Kobe's got 5 points now this quarter.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Inside. And the dunk by Duncan.
I think Kyrie could play not only with the ball, but with the baton right now, orchestrating the offense.
Here's Iverson. That one off the back iron and out. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
KD against Williamson. Now here's Gervin. Defense right on him. For 3, Mitchell. Rebound by the Trailblazers. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Iverson against Irving. Durant at the elbow. And the dunk by Iverson.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Iverson against Irving. Iverson, no luck.
Great move on his way to the bucket there. Just couldn't get it to fall.
San Antonio calls timeout. Nine seconds left to play here in the half. Up top, Armstrong. It's stolen by Tecumbo. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into half.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So with Duncan sitting on the bench, here's the group that Dwayne Casey has on the floor. We've got Duncan. Mitchell is out there with Irving. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Gervin in at the small forward position. The pass to Embiid. It's stolen by Tecumbo. Kobe, that's for 2. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Kobe's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Portland. Now the efficiency of Giannis, Brent, is simply out of this world.
Well, I think the amazing part, Kevin, is that he's still trying to expand his game, and yet he's continued with that efficiency. I mean, an MVP being able to do something like that, that's special.
And Iverson, the master of the and-one. Just a rugged, undersized guard who plays well through contact.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 5. To the paint, here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Oof, what a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the hoop, looking like a freight train.
Passes it to James. Back to Kobe. Shot from 12. That one's rebounded by Embiid. San Antonio trails by 3. Mitchell passes to Irving. to Duncan. Five to shoot. And another basket for San Antonio.
Well, Tim Duncan, a time or two, has had the ball late in the possession. No panic there as he's able to score.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Checked in. Antetokounmpo finds Durant. LeBron outside. Pass to Kobe. Back to James. A pass to Bryant, and the dunk by Kobe.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Outside Irving. Feeds to Embiid. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 8 points for Joel Embiid.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Kobe kicks to Iverson. Back to Bryant. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Mitchell against Iverson. Mitchell passes to Duncan. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The pass to Bryant. And the 3 ball is good. Kobe's got the game tied up here for Portland.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there'll be more in store.
Down low, here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
Iverson passes to Kobe. Now James. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Irving against Iverson. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Here's Embiid. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
For 3, Kobe. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
LeBron dishes to KD. Back to James. Poked away. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Mitchell. San Antonio calls timeout. Entirely new group here. Duncan, he's checked in for Embiid. Williamson comes in for Duncan. Gervin's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. Armstrong subbed in for Kyrie Irving. San Antonio again missing. Now Durant. 7 points in the game. 11 seconds left in the third. Iverson outside. Here's Giannis. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. It's San Antonio.
And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Allen Iverson. Durant is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Kobe. And it's James in at the three. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Duncan kicks to Embiid. Mitchell in the corner. Drills it from outside. Mitchell's got the lead up to 7 now for San Antonio.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around you.
Now a timeout call.
And if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to find out what the Trailblazers coach was going over with his guys. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If we make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Pass it to Duncan. Now here's Kobe. And the dunk by Iverson.
Good quick hands from Antetokounmpo there, reacting well on defense and swiping that one away.
Irving against Iverson. Offensive rebound. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And they continue to control the glass.
Iverson against Irving. To the middle. Here's Bryant. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for San Antonio.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Also, they've generated a ton of offense in the paint, and that's always a recipe for success, getting those high percentage shots down low.
He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size. That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Again, it's Joel Embiid. When he is on, there isn't one player in this league that can stop him.
KD on the wing. Floats it up for Giannis.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Embiid is at the elbow. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Kevin Durant.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
And Embiid drops them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor. And he sort of had that look in his eyes, Durant staying cool in a clutch moment.
Iverson against Irving. He feeds it to Embiid. Mitchell outside. Back to Embiid, and they double up Embiid. The kick out to Irving. San Antonio calls timeout. They're up by 5. 1:46 left in the fourth.
Field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 5. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 1:44 left here in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Embiid. Yep, that one goes in there. San Antonio leading by 3. Irving with the ball. Inside. And the dunk by Embiid.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
Durant feeling it out a bit. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo, and the shot is good.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Ryan against Mitchell. On the wing, Irving. Pocket 4. Here's Duncan. It's good.
Are you shocked? Are you surprised? It's Tim Duncan.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Iverson outside. Pass to KD. There's 37 seconds left in the game. Shot clock at 5. On the left block. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And now we've got the intentional foul. San Antonio calls timeout. They're up by 5. Almost entirely new group here. Duncan, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Nowitzki comes in for Duncan. Sterling Brown, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Vincent subbed in for Kyrie Irving. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Iverson, no luck. Here's Vincent. Here's Gervin. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The 3 from Iverson gets the 3 to fall.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
We'll be back in a moment.
Robert Covington.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. And here at the table, the Clippers. Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Kawhi Leonard out there with Robert Covington. And it's Tiny in at the 5 spot. And some new faces and new places this year, Grant. How long do you think it takes for a new player to fit in?
Well, you know, some players never fit in, but depending upon the style, it varies from player to player.
Shoots. Uses the glass that time. It's good.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Now here's Dinwiddie. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Bamba misses. Jackson outside. Here's Duncan. Pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Dinwiddie. Deflected. Jackson outside. Knocked loose. Over Kispert. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
And you can see that Jackson has put a lot of work in on his mid-range J. Definitely a legitimate threat from there.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Kispert. And again, Washington, no good.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
To the middle. Here's Duncan. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer, one of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011. And everyone knows what an elite defender Kawhi Leonard is. I mean, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he can still shape games with his defense.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from him.
Back to Jackson, inside. Here's Duncan. He's covered by Dinwiddie. A nice shot by Duncan. And with Leonard, he's just as sharp as ever with his stifling defense.
Oh, his versatility is incredible. I mean, he can guard the toughest forward or guard each game. And he's still only 2 meetings between these teams.
Yeah, should be a fun game to watch. I mean, 2 teams that don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight.
Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Bamba. Oh, they need this. Doesn't go for him. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson, the pass to Covington, kicks it to George. For 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
Dinwiddie against Jackson. Pass to Bamba. Rebound by the Clippers.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. 13 feet out. The rebound by Duncan. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. Here's George. Got it. Good job in the low post. George has got 5 points.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Now a timeout called by Washington. And with Paul George, Grant, you know what he did.
Consistent production from him.
1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Payne finds Kuzma. Here's Nance. Pass to Payne. 5 on the clock. To halt the run. The shot no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's Mann. Bledsoe outside. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lets the 3 fly. Nance pulls down the board. Washington has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. To the paint. It's deflected. Pass to Duncan. Here's Zubac. Pounded by Beal.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
And so it's for the Clippers. On the court right now for the Wizards. They've got Kispert, Mo Bamba out there with Avdia. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Duncan, no good.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Thanks. Well, Tiny in their last game against the Hawks was simply terrific. He contributed 40 points, and they were not ready for him to block shots left and right. He put up huge numbers last time out. We'll see if it's more of the same tonight. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
It's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
To the wing on the left. Here's Duncan, covered by Bamba. That one drops for him. Give him 8 points now.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
For Washington, they've gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Pass to Kispert. Takes a three. Kept alive by Washington. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
And just an incredible effort on the offensive glass.
Wow, follows it up with the putback to finish the play. Jackson outside. There's 53 seconds left to play in the second quarter. No one covering. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
You can't leave somebody that wide open when Jackson's running the show. Reggie will find him every time.
Pass to Avdia. To the inside. The rebound by Duncan.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Down low. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Pass to Avdia. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And here is Bamba. Here's Avdia. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Now look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Leonard's shot's good.
And we know the expression never changes. The temperature never rises. Leonard just seems unaffected by defensive pressure.
And so it's Marcus Morris making things happen for the Los Angeles Clippers. Things will tighten up here in the second. Marcus Morris making an impact in this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
The 1-2 punch of George and Kawhi on the perimeter. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Tiny in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And the three-pointer gaining prominence. Grant, that shot wasn't a big part of your game until later in your career. Why was that something you waited to develop?
Well, over the years, the game had changed during my career. Early on, I didn't need it as much in terms of how I played. But at the end of my career, in more of a complementary role, I had to be able to knock down three-pointers. And I did a pretty good job. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Here's Dinwiddie. Rebound by the Clippers.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Here's Leonard. The rebound by Bamba. The Wizards have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Out to the right wing. And here's Kispert from the arc. The rebound by Duncan.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And a full 4 years of college play, Grant, makes Corey Kispert something of a rarity in the modern league.
And I'm glad you brought that up, B.A., because, you know, that time really paid off for him. He only got better over those seasons, becoming even more confident of a marksman. They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Kispert. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Nice work to get good position inside. You just can't quite get as good a look as you want.
That one goes. Count it.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Inside, here's Walton. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Jackson against Beal. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Duncan. Shoots over Dinwiddie. A nice shot by Duncan. He's got 14.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Wizards shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Beal against Covington. Good D by Covington.
He's dragged them down with his performance today. I mean, a whole lot of zeros from him on the stat sheet.
Kept alive. Here's Duncan. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. And the foul called on the Washington Wizards. The first one falls. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Zubats, he's checked in for Covington. Mann comes in for Leonard. Brown, he's checked in for George. And it's Bledsoe in for Jackson. To the inside, Nance. And Nance with the slam.
Never any doubt where Bradley Beal's going with that pass. I mean, if he has a teammate that wide open, he's not going to miss it.
Pass to Mann. That shot, no good. Now Washington takes it the other way. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. That's game 3 of 5 on their current trip away from home.
Now, the skill set Hachimura already possesses is enticing. Now, it's up to him to continue to flesh out his game.
At the line for the Wizards, Rui Hachimura.
And both free throws good for Hachimura. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Pass to Mann. Now here's Brown. Back to Mann. Four on the clock. Here's Bledsoe. Over Payne. Kicks it out to Bledsoe. Here's Duncan. Hachimura covering. Another shot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first.
It's on Rui Hachimura. No good on the free throw.
At the line for LA.
And the second free throw is good. 50 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
Get outside, get outside.
Beal against Brown. And the basket by Beal. Beal's got his first points of the game.
Masterful ball control from Beal right there. Excellent at maneuvering around defenses.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Duncan. There's 25 seconds left in the third. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. He's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Hachimura outside. Brown against Beal.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Oh, great instincts, relentless. Seems like he's getting to every miss.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers destroying. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans.
For Chris Webber, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce,